Welcome to our channel. Today we re-diving into the world of rare valuable Liberty/Eisenhower/Bicentennial $1 coins from 1972 and 1976, the 1776196 coins, including geography, mintage, circulation versus uncirculated, varieties, and examples of what makes certain coins especially valuable. If by Liberty you meant a different dollar coin or a non-U.S. coin, tell me and I can cover that too. Eisenhower Dollar Overview 1971978. The Eisenhower Dollar, Ike Dollar, was issued by the United States Mint from 1971 through 1978. It was the first U.S. dollar coin after the Peace Dollar series ended in 1935. 1972 Eisenhower Dollar, as it depicts President Eisenhower, with inscriptions including Liberty, etc. The Eisenhower Dollar series was issued from 1971 to 1978 by the U.S. Mint. It replaced the earlier Peace Dollar, which ended in 1935. The obverse front features President Dwight D. Eisenhower. The reverse shows an eagle landing on the moon, adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia. So, Liberty $1 coin from 1972 refers typically to the Eisenhower dollar minted in 1972. Philadelphia, no mint mark, circulation strikes, clad, plus some special collector proof/silver issues. San Francisco, S mint mark, special collector issues, silver regular strikes, uncirculated, and proofs. These have 40% silver content. Here are approximate mintages for 1972 Eisenhower dollars. Philadelphia, clad, business/circulation, 75,890,000. Denver, clad, business, 92,548,511. San Francisco, silver regular uncirculated, 2,193,056. San Francisco, silver proof, 1,811,631. Clad coins, Philadelphia and Denver business strikes, non-S mint, are copper-nickel clad, an outer layer of copper-nickel over a copper core. No silver. Silver coins, those from San Francisco with the S mint mark, contain 40% silver. Both proof and regular strikes from S are silver in 1972. Diameter, 38.1 mm, weight, 22.68 grams for clad. Silver ones weigh more because of silver content. One of the most important aspects for collectors are the reverse die varieties in 1972 Philadelphia Mint. There are three major varieties, often called Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3. Knowing these is critical, since one of them, Type 2, is relatively rare and much more valuable. Type key features/how to spot relative rarity use, which coins use this reverse. Type 1 lower relief reverse. Earth shows islands, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, off the coast of Florida. Islands are east of Florida's western edge. They don't extend into the Gulf. Eagle breast feathers are bold and distinct. Common among circulation strikes, many Type 1 exist. Not especially rare except in high grades. Primarily used for most Philadelphia and Denver clad business, circulation, strikes. Also early in 1972 in Philadelphia. Type 2, proof reverse die, accidentally used for business strike, circulation, Philadelphia coins. Higher relief earth, the islands are very indistinct, often barely visible or lumped into one blob. Eagle's chest feathers smoother. More rounded earth. Very rare for the business, non-S coins. One of the key coins in the Eisenhower series. Few high-grade examples. Mostly Philadelphia business strike, non-silver, coins using the proof reverse die. Also silver coins use similar reverse dies. But the business strike Type 2 is what collectors prize. Type 3 also high relief reverse, islands clearly visible, upper left island extending into the Gulf west of Florida, bottoms islands more westward. Eagle's feathers smoother, relief slightly different. More common than Type 2 but scarcer than Type 1 in highest grades. Still easier to find than Type 2. Later 1972 Philadelphia business strikes adopted this reverse type after Type 2 was used briefly. The bulk of 1972 Eisenhower dollars were business strikes, intended for circulation, from Philadelphia and Denver, clad. Many were circulated, meaning they show wear, scratches, toning, etc. These in circulated condition are generally only worth slightly above face, often $1 to a few dollars, unless a rare variety or very high grade. The San Francisco S issues, silver, include regular uncirculated and proof versions made for collectors. These were not circulated. They command a premium over clad business strikes purely because of silver content and collector demand. Value. What makes a 1972 Eisenhower dollar valuable and price ranges? 1. Mint, Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Silver S coins are more valuable. 2. Type/reverse variety. Type 2, especially in the business strike, non-silver coins, is scarce and more valuable. Type 1 and Type 3 less so, except in high grades. 3. Grade/condition, circulated versus uncirculated, how sharp the details are, how good the finish is, are there scratches, toning, etc. Here are approximate value ranges, as of recent years. These can change with market demand, for 1972 Eisenhower dollars. Version/condition estimated market value. Clad business strikes, common types, Type 1 or Type 3, circulated $1 to $2.5 depending on where. Clad uncirculated, common types, MS60, MS63, $1.5, $2.20, MS66 plus rising higher. Type 2, Philadelphia, clad business. Circulated in circulated condition, these are rare. Values may be $7.0, $2.00 or more depending on condition. Type 2, uncirculated high grade, these can fetch significantly more, hundreds to low thousands USD, depending on grade. Silver S versions, regular and proof, even in modest condition, silver value plus collector premium, maybe $8, $5.0 for lower grades, in mint or proof condition significantly more. For instance, an MS67 silver S coin might fetch several hundred to a few thousand USD. For example, one auction sale cited a 1972 Type 2 business strike graded MS66 that sold for around $9,987 Also, many Type 3 pieces in very high grade are being sold for several thousands when they are rare in that condition. Why? Type 2 is especially important. Because Type 2 reverse was a proof reverse die accidentally used for some circulation/business strike Philadelphia, non-silver, coins. That makes those coins rare. Only a small number of Type 2 business strikes exist. Collectors treat Type 2 as a key date/key variety in the Eisenhower dollar series. Its scarcity gives it much higher value relative to the much more common Type 1 and Type 3 varieties. The issuance of Eisenhower dollars came during a time when silver coins for regular circulation had been discontinued, 1965 onwards for many silver denominations. Thus, clad composition became standard for the business strikes. Only the San Francisco Mint, for collector-oriented silver issues, continued to produce coins with silver content, 40%, in 1971-1974 and 1976. In 1972, as noted, the San Francisco S coins, both regular uncirculated and proof, are 40% silver. The design of the reverse, Earth, Islands, Florida, Caribbean islands, means that collectors often examine details like how the islands appear relative to Florida, whether they're distinct, etc. Those geographic details are part of making distinctions between Type 1, Type 2, Type. Uncirculated means the coin was never used in commerce, so has minimal wear. Such coins are graded MS60 up to MS70. Higher grade uncirculated coins are rare and command premiums. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors, with mirror-like fields and high detail. The 1972 S proof silver Ike is one of these. They are always non-circulated. As of now, 1972 coins are over 50 years old. That age means many have been lost, damaged, or circulated heavily, which makes good condition examples rarer. Among the varieties, Type 2, business strike, is rare, especially in high grades. Silver S coins in high grade also become rarer. Therefore, while many 1972 Ikes exist, The fraction that command high value is small. The 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin comes in multiple types depending on mint and reverse die used. The 1776196 Bicentennial issues, together with earlier Liberty dollar coins, silver dollars from the 1790s onward, their history, varieties, circulation versus non-circulation, proof/uncirculated, what makes them rare/valuable, and some examples. If you want, I can also cover pricing in Pakistani rupees or coins in Pakistan, etc. When people say Liberty $1 coin, they might mean a few different US silver dollars, since many early silver dollars had Liberty depicted, or more commonly, the Bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar, 1976, 1776196, which has Liberty on it, as all US dollar coins do, and has special design elements. The US dollar coin history has many series: flowing hair, draped bust, Gobrecht, seated Liberty, trade dollar, Morgan dollar, peace dollar, and later the Eisenhower dollar, 197178, Susan B. Anthony, Sacagawea/Native American dollars, etc. Each has different metal content, designs, mintages, and collector interest. 1776196 refers to the bicentennial commemoration of U.S. independence, 200 years, 1776 to 1976. The U.S. Mint produced special bicentennial designs on quarters, half dollars, and dollars during 197576. The Bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar is especially what people refer to when talking about the 1776196 dollar. The Eisenhower Dollar series ran from 1971 to 1978. It was the first U.S. dollar coin struck since the peace dollar ended in 1935. In the early 1970s, there was interest in restoring a circulating dollar coin because silver dollars had stopped. Legislation in 1970 authorized new dollar coins with Eisenhower's portrait and special silver content versions for collectors. The design for the obverse front was done by Frank Gasparo, featuring Dwight D. Eisenhower. The reverse back shows an eagle landing on the moon, Apollo 11 motif, symbolic of the 1969 moon landing. For the Bicentennial 1976 issue, the coin features a dual date 1776196. Even some struck in 1975 carried that date, and a special reverse design by Dennis R. Williams showing the Liberty Bell superimposed on the moon. Mint marks and varieties of 1976 Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars. The Bicentennial dollars were struck at 3 mints. Philadelphia, no, P mint mark at that time. Denver, the mint mark. San Francisco, mint mark. They also have 2 reverse lettering types, commonly called Type 1 and Type 2, for die varieties in the reverse lettering. Type 2 has narrower and sharper letters in the inscriptions. The regular circulation, clad, coins, Philadelphia, Denver, are copper-nickel clad, outer layers of copper-nickel over copper. No silver in these versions. Collector/proof/special uncirculated coins from San Francisco included versions with 40% silver, silver-clad, in their outer layers, for proof and uncirculated sets. These are more valuable. Most clad Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars were intended for circulation, but many were saved by people as commemoratives. Because of their size and weight, they did not circulate heavily in everyday commerce. The silver-clad and proof versions were non-circulating collector coins, usually sold in mint sets, not for general commerce. Some of the things that make certain Bicentennial and older Liberty dollars more valuable. 1. Low mintage/small surviving population. Fewer coins in high grade, MS65, MS66, etc. equals more scarce equals more demand. 2. Metal content, silver content. Silver versions carry intrinsic value plus collector premium. Proof or special strikes. Proofs, deep cameo proofs, uncirculated special issues often more desirable. Varieties/errors, e.g. Type 1 versus Type 2 reverses, misstrikes, missing mint mark, etc. Condition/grade, how much wear, damage, toning, etc. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition bring much more at auction. Historical/symbolic importance. first in series, last in series, designs tied to major events, etc. Here are rough/typical values, in US dollars, for different types, condition, and rarities. These change over time, so this is illustrative. Type/variety circulated condition uncirculated/mint state, MS grades, premium/rare examples. Clad Bicentennial, Philadelphia Dogno mint mark, approximate $1 to $3 in worn/circulated grades MS60 MS64 maybe $4.10, MS65 plus much higher, e.g. $1 $5.50 or more depending. A high-grade, rare proof or silver version might go for several hundreds or even thousands if condition is exceptional. One PR70 deep cameo or rare error might reach $thousands. Clad Bicentennial D or S variant similar in the lower uncirculated grades. Some D or S versions in uncirculated can bring a premium. Proof clad S versions start at modest premiums. Good proof grades can get tens/low hundreds. Rare silver proof or silver uncirculated S mint in top grade are much more valuable. E.g., a 1976 S 40% silver proof or uncirculated in MS67 plus or proof finish deep cameo might bring several thousands. A 1976 S silver proof Bicentennial Eisenhower in high grade PR70 deep cameo sold for around $20,800 at auction according to recent data. Because your question seems to want old, rare coins, it's important to look back at earlier silver dollars, which often are much more valuable. This was the first official U.S. federal silver dollar. Extremely rare, very few survive, especially in high grade. The 1794 flowing hair dollar has sold for tens of millions at auction. The design changed over time. Some years are very scarce. The famous $1,804 is almost mythical. Very few exist, very high value. Long-running silver dollar series. Many coins circulated heavily, condition often poor, rare mint marks, e.g. Carson City, CC, often bring premium. Among the most collected. Some dates/mint combinations extremely rare, the 1893 S. Higher silver content, 90% silver. Post-World War I design, symbolic of peace. Some rare dates like 1928, Philadelphia Mint, or early 1921 high relief. These old Liberty/early dollars are often worth hundreds, thousands, or many thousands of dollars each, depending on date, mint, condition. Many are very rare because condition survivals are limited and metal content, silver, plus collector demand is strong. Early silver dollars, flowing hair, draped bust, seated Liberty, Morgan, Peace, were circulation coins. They saw real everyday use, where damage, lost, melted for silver sometimes. So surviving examples in good condition are rare. Proof sets and uncirculated coins, where the mint sets aside coins for collectors, or proof dies, tend to survive in better condition. These are non-circulating in terms of commerce. Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars. Many were saved, especially silver ones, proof ones, so even the non-silver clad ones have good surviving numbers. That tends to push down their value, except in rare varieties/high grade. Despite being iconic, many of the 1976 Eisenhower dollars, both clad and silver versions, were minted in large numbers. The vast majority are clad, non-silver, coins for circulation. Many people saved them as commemoratives, but many also got handled, which reduces grade. The silver proofs/silver uncirculated ones are more limited and more valued. High-grade specimens are rarer. But because there are many coins out there, most are only worth modest premiums. Here are examples of especially valuable or historically significant US dollar coins, Liberty/early/bicentennial, and what makes them so. 1794 flowing hair dollar, one of the very first US silver dollars. High value. Some specimens sold for over $10 million recently.